How do you avoid price drops when you're listing your property on the market? This video is going to go mostly for the owners. I understand that when you want to sell your property, you want to price it maybe a little bit higher than what's selling in the area. But you got to remember one thing: when your real estate agent, real estate broker brings you comparables, they're bringing you data that's selling in the area, data that's sold in the area. And there's two factors. You have the sold comps, that's what's selling in the area. And then you have your competition, the active comps. So sold comps will tell you what's sold in the area, but then you have your competition. That's your active comps. So you got to determine two factors. That's why I highly recommend to do a broker price opinion even before you talk to a real estate agent or real estate broker, or talk to an agent, tell them to give you do a BPO for you, so you kind of know what to expect when you want to list your property. So when we sit down with owners, we want to make sure that property is going to appraise, because remember, we have an appraiser that's going to come into your house and they're going to give their opinion of value for what the buyer is willing to pay. And of course, they're going to be looking at all the same data that we are looking. So we want to make sure that you priced it correctly. Because if you say, for example, everything's selling at 780 and you want to price it at 800, but there's no comps at 800, you're going to be actually, your property's not going to move. It's just going to stay in the market. So you want to make sure to avoid those price drops. Price it aggressively, price it to according to what the sold comps. And remember, look at the active comps. That's your competition. So price it to what is selling in the area. Do not overprice your property, or your property is going to end. It's not going to move. It's just going to stay there. Right now, I'm trying to write an offer for a buyer. Here, and I'm going to show you. As you can see, I'm looking at comps. I want to make sure that of course, the listing agent priced it correctly, and then we want to see how much more we could offer, so we could offer a little bit more for this property, knowing that we are in a competitive market right now. And according to this, it looks good. So we're going to be offering a little bit more just to see if we can win this offer. So don't overprice your property. Make sure you follow the directions of your realtor, your real estate broker. Whatever, all the data they're bringing you is what's going to determine what your home will sell in the market. And there's two factors. There's the sold comps. That's what's sold in the area. And then you have to look at your competition that are the list comps. Avoid those price drops in the future. Avoid your listings getting expired. Get a BPO before you do list your property. Subscribe and follow. I am Broker Danny. Bye.